Diddly do, my diddlers and diddlettes. I hope your day is going well, and I have a question for you today. Do you like RPGs? Now, there are countless RPGs out there today, different ones to suit different demographics, and the one that I just finished playing is probably the most intense of them all. Miitopia. Miitopia was a role-playing game from Nintendo on the Nintendo 3DS. The player composes a team of Miis and sends them on a quest to recover the world's faces. The player doesn't fully control the party, but builds their relationships and abilities indirectly to influence the game. Now some of you might be saying, Diddles, didn't you just post a video saying that you were quitting YouTube like a couple weeks ago? Why are you back? I will address that after the video. Now the rest of you might be saying, Diddles, why are you wasting my time talking about an RPG that uses Miis on a dead system that no one plays anymore? Well, I mean, I play it. Am I no one to you? Does my life not matter to you in the grand scheme of things? Come on, man. Thought we were bros. Well, today I'm here to review the game, and since I have over 110 hours logged into the game, I think I have a pretty good grasp on Hey guys, Future Diddles here. So I just finished looking through the video and I realized that I am a huge idiot. I did not explain how the lightning round works. The way that the lightning round works is that I come up with a few pros and cons and then I list them off as quickly as I can. I then give my final verdict on the topic at hand. So it's not really a review, it's just, should I buy it? Basically. So yeah, go on with the rest of the video, and I will be busy playing through what is probably going to be 10 more hours of, side quest. I have a problem. Now, since I'm an idiot and a college student who has absolutely no money to spend on anything, I unfortunately did not record any of my gameplay. So all the video in the background will most likely be gameplay trailers and scenes from some of my favorite Let's Players. Super Mega, I'm looking at you.
Man, that boy shaped like a pear!
First of all, there's a variety of jobs to pick from, so you'll never get bored sticking with just one. Later in the game, I decided to try out different jobs. At the end of the game, I got each job up to level 5, and I can say without a doubt that the thief was definitely my favorite. Now, the land of Miitopia is much larger than you expect, so it adds to the overall playtime of the game. If you rush through the main campaign as I did, you can probably beat the game in about 64 hours. Now, if you're good at the game, you can probably get it done in 30. And I'm not even including the 59 hours I put into the demo. The friendship system was wonderfully implemented and served as a great way to convince players to pair up different teammates to see how they perform in battle. And let me tell you something, once you have 4 teammates' friendship levels high enough, you can completely devastate the enemies. They can do things such as showing off for another teammate to increase damage, to lending a hand to add to the damage. And as corny as it sounds, there is a chance that you can revive in battle through the power of love. That's just simply amazing. Basing the characters off of Miis was definitely a smart move, as it was able to make me feel more attached to the characters since my team was comprised of people I knew in real life. For the most part. For my playthrough, I decided to implement characters who would be featured in How to Tube and characters who I hope to feature, so it definitely made me care about the well-being of my party members. The story of Miitopia is very compelling and gripping, and the many arcs that you come across are just amazing. All the quirky characters you meet along the way definitely keep you interested. Now, there's a huge variety of monsters that drop different food items that you can use to level up your teammates' health, magic, attack, speed, defense, etc. So it definitely encourages you to explore and fight all the monsters you can in the different areas. There are countless weapons and clothing you can dish out to your party members to strengthen their health, defense, and attack. This is just a small tip from me to all of you. The 12th item you buy for a party member is always the hero gear, which is personally my favorite. Now, the quirkiness of the characters doesn't stop there. There is dialogue for almost every event that happens in the game. It really adds more personality if you ask me. There's even an event where Miis can compliment each other on new clothes. And speaking of personalities, they tend to clash. It may sound weird, but the fact that your Miis can get into fights or even get sick is just simply amazing. It definitely adds an air of reality to the game. The combat system is definitely easy to understand and simple to navigate. There's even an auto button for people who are too lazy to think and do things for themselves. The game is great for casuals who are looking for games to play on a Sunday drive to grandma's house, and great for intermediate players who are looking to get into the RPG scene. The music in Miitopia is simply amazing. I recommend saving and quitting whenever you can because the title screen's melody changes every time you enter a new area. I do have to say, out of all of the title themes, the one on Carcaton is definitely my favorite. Now, as with most things in life, not everything is perfect. So there are just a few minor key points I want to touch on. The gameplay can get pretty repetitive since there isn't much strategy to the game. You'll find that eventually you'll just be mashing A to get through the battles most of the time. It may sound like I'm contradicting what I said earlier when I said there's a huge variety of monsters, but you'll find that a lot of the monsters are just reskins. Sure, some of them change to match their environment, but a lot of them just change the color and that's it. I'd understand if they drop different items, but you can get the same and even rarer items from much weaker versions of that enemy. As quirky as it can be, you'll soon find that the dialogue can be pretty repetitive. Once you've heard two Miis talk about a certain subject, it's likely that you'll hear them talk about it again later down the road. As I mentioned before, this game is great for casuals and intermediate players alike, but it doesn't offer much for the experienced gamer. The game seems a bit too easy and it doesn't seem like it would interest those looking for a nail-biting challenge. The story is definitely on the short side for an RPG. It may be one of my first, but even I could tell. Lastly, the only major gripe I have about this game is that fiends are ridiculous. They always deal 999 damage. Even the final boss doesn't deal that much. Come on, Nintendo. That's just ridiculous. What's wrong with you? So for the final verdict. With every negative thing I had to say about this game, 2 or 3 more great things would pop into my head, so the good definitely outweighs the bad. If I had to give this game a final score, I'd give it somewhere around 8.5 out of 10. With its simple gameplay and simple story, it simply made its way into my heart as one of my favorite games of all time. Also, make sure you stick around after the outro for an update on my whole YouTube situation, because I do have a lot that I need to say about that. So with that being said, leave a comment down below telling me what you want me to review next, and until next time, diddle out. Hey guys, I know some of... Hey guys, this is Toy Genie here. So I know some, or probably none of you, are looking for an update on the whole me quitting YouTube thing. I hope that wasn't in frame, because if it was, I'm sorry for being so cancerous. Now, I will say that I do have videos and scripts planned out for when I actually do get back on the site. The whole reason I made this video is because I just finished the game, everything was fresh in my mind, so I just wanted to go ahead and get this out there. Now, I will be officially making a video addressing why everything happened the way it did on sometime after August 18th once I'm out of here. Like, I'll lay it all on the table. The way I'm planning it, it'll either be a podcast or just a live stream. Like, I don't know if live streams even work for me anymore. I'll have to see what I can do about that. It's weird doing things without script. Now, a lot of you may be wondering, well, if you're taking a break, why are you posting all these memes? That's because even though I want to take a break and like focus on getting my life together, I cannot afford to do that, especially with the way that YouTube has been acting as of late. If I don't keep posting things like on a schedule, then all of my revenue is gone. I mean, I'm already only making like $5 a month. So You guys do the math on that. I get paid whenever I get 100. I only get $5 a month. That's like me getting paid every 2 years or once a year. So what are you gonna do? So basically, this whole thing was to say that I will be making a video, probably either a live stream or a podcast, explaining what happened. I'm gonna lay it all on the table. I'm gonna stop excluding you guys. I'm going to let you in on why things are terrible in my life. So yeah. Speaking of podcasts, the Dragon Radar will be making a return on, I'm gonna say the 20th, because me and Pyro Knight 95, is it Pyro Knight 95 or just Pyro Knight? I don't know. On Miitopia, his name is just Pyro Knight, so we will be doing another podcast where we will be talking about Super's downfall, because we have a lot to say about that. And the second episode of Abridge ET will be coming out either in December or January. I'm giving us a couple months because the script is finished. The script for episode 2 is completely finished. Like, it's right here. I'm pretty sure someone's gonna pause the video and see how terrible the jokes are, but it's finished. Once I get to school, we're gonna look over it, see how things are, and hopefully we'll get it done for you guys. So that's all I really have to say. So I already did my outro before this, so I'm probably just gonna get Diego to stop the video at a random time, because I don't really care.